Clear prop.
Stinson Tower, Sting 234 Yankee Papa, holding short 14 Alpha.
Sting 234 Yankee Papa, Stinson Tower, runway 14, clear for takeoff, 11604, turn left, suggested heading 090.
Clear for takeoff, runway 14 with a left turn to 0904 Yankee Papa. Alright, ready to go?
Ready to go.
Okay, we go.
Final upwind check.
Yeah, final upwind check is clear. Alright, so we go full throttle, so power is set. Airspeed is alive, all the instruments look good. We got 45 knots already. And we'll put flaps up, and we'll climb out about 80 knots.
Ox pump.
We'll leave it on for now for the climb.
And 4 Yankee Papa, you can shoot on course to Killeen.
Alright, on course to Killeen and at or above 5,500 for Yankee Papa. So we decided to do some flying today. We were actually supposed to be in St. Thomas on a sailboat with friends and family. And in order to go to St. Thomas, you had to take a COVID test. And Chelsea tested positive for her COVID test.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then 2 days later, I tested positive on my COVID test.
Blah,
So
blah, blah.
we could not go to St. Thomas with friends, so we're stuck at home.
Couch party.
Instead of a 42-foot catamaran in paradise for Christmas and our 5-year anniversary, we are quarantined in Central Texas. So
we're making the best of it.
yes, this is not a bad place to be quarantined, up at 5,000 feet. So we both feel fine. She had some congestion for a day.
We're very blessed.
I had a sore throat for a couple days. Better now.
Vaccinated and boosted, and we're doing okay.
So we were just
Good.
hanging out at home.
Papa, what the type of aircraft? What's it called?
It's a Sting S3, type's at Tango Lima 20.
Okay. So 4 Yankee Papa, contact approach on 127.1, good day.
127.1 for Yankee Papa.
Autopilot engaged. Entering altitude hold mode.
320, climb and maintain 13,000.
Left heading
This is the
320
first
and up
time
to
we're
13,000.
rechecking our autopilot.
Yes. I used it in the pattern for like 10 seconds.
Lot 38, contact Reno Tower.
And it seemed to hold. Seems like it's doing good now.
Seems like it's flying.
I do need to check one thing, so we want to, once we turn level. So the plane doesn't sit level when it's on the ground, it sits nose up a little bit. So you actually can't zero the display attitude when you're parked on the ground because it wouldn't be right.
Dallas 3640, pursuit dictator.
So I've been waiting to do it when I'm actually
Dallas 3640.
up at altitude when I have the autopilot engaged.
And this is the new GPS.
Yes, this is the new display. And so I have been racking my brain and looking through wiring for the last probably 4 weeks or more, trying to figure out why this display was not receiving the GPS signal from here. So basically what I've been racking my brain for the last 4 weeks trying to figure out, so this center GPS sends signal to both screens, and it also sends signal to my radio. And so on the display, if I touch a frequency, it'll appear down in that radio. And then if I put in a destination, so I have Killeen in my destination, and it will appear over here. So this GPS...
64814, approach.
knows that we're going to Killeen. And then this display kept saying no GPS. And I checked, I ran wires directly to it, I tried everything, and the display on the left kept saying no GPS. And so finally, I took all the wires off that are coming off of the GPS.
November 64814, if you're up, contact Austin Approach 119.0.
And I connected them one at a time, and it turned out that there is a fourth wire exiting from the GPS out, going to the ELT, the Emergency Locator Transmitter, whatever it stands for. And that sits behind her seat, basically like right where the Lightning exited the plane. Now, if I press the test button on the ground, it'll beep once, and then it'll pause, and it'll beep again, and that means that it's working properly. But the second that I touch that wire from the GPS to the ELT, it instantly takes away the signal from the displays. And so I think that my brand new ELT that just got replaced in September is bad from the strike that we had. So I anticipate that I
2599, contact Approach 127.1.
will probably be replacing that again.
Southwest, 2599, see you.
Like I said, it passes the test. It outputs the signal somewhere on the board where it receives the GPS signal must be bad, and so it will transmit the appropriate signal. So in the event of a hard landing or anything like that, it will output the signal on the appropriate frequencies. However, right now it will not output our GPS location. Now, last Christmas, Chelsea bought me this. This is a personal locator beacon, and so this does the same thing as the ELT, basically. So you pull up the antenna, you activate the button, it'll transmit the same distress signal over the appropriate channels, but then this would also transmit our GPS location, so they would be able to find us.
But you have to activate it yourself.
Yeah, you have to activate it. They actually say that if shit hits the fan, if something goes wrong, and if you have to pull the parachute, you should activate the ELT before you do that. Like, you should tune the radio channel 7700 and activate your ELT just as muscle memory before you end up like pulling a parachute or making a hard landing or doing anything like that, so that you know that it's activated and you're not relying on the impact sensor in it. So it would be the same thing. But yes, for the next couple weeks until I get up to Arkansas, the ELT is not receiving our location right now. Landing lights are on.
Belts and harnesses.
They are secure.
Approach briefed.
Yeah, approach brief. So we're going to land on runway 19er. So we're going to do the left downwind to 19er. The winds are like 150 at 10. So we'll have a little bit of a left crosswind. All right, so we're going to swing over here. What do we got left on our
landing
checklist?
Light.
Yeah, landing lights on.
Aux fuel pump.
Aux pump coming on.
Power.
We're still sort of descending.
Okay.
Skylark traffic, staying 4 Yankee Papa is entering the left downwind for 19er Skylark. So the runway is 848. You want to be about 1,000 above it, so we're at 2,000. We're getting down to 1,900 in a second. Okay, so we are beam the number, so power comes back to 3,000.
Yep, we're at 70.
And we're at 75 knots, so we're going to add in flaps.
67.
Skylark traffic, sting 4 Yankee Papa, turn to final 19er Skylark. Little float there.
Nice job.
Yeah, it felt good. It wasn't as pretty as some of mine have been lately.
That's good. Will be ours. Bye, Bonanza.
Bye, Bonanza.
Makes noise.
Yeah.